Hello, welcome to UTS RC. Now today we have a little something from FMS. Let's get on it. Hello, so yes, a couple of weeks ago I was approached at our club night by the gentleman who runs the racing, and he asked me if I'd like to review a couple of his crawlers. Now one of these crawlers was this, the FMS FCX24M. Now, I have been wanting to get my hands on one of these for a long time. I basically just can't afford them because they are quite expensive still. So when he said to me, do you want to do one of these? I almost took his hand off. So let's get in it. So obviously I didn't get the box for this. This literally came with this, and it came with the remote. But out of the box, you will get this car ready to run. The only thing that you will need to do is put some batteries in the little pistol grip remote. Now, on the remote, let's start with this. You've got a bit of a basic setup. You've got the bind button, you've got the reverse button, you've got the steering trim, throttle trim, off and on, and you've got channel 3 on the side for high gear and low gear and neutral. But enough about the remote. Let's get on to the car. So this is ready to run straight out the box. Look at how good that looks. See, I'm really into the scale crawling side of things. The more scale it looks, the more appealing that is. Now this is the Disco, or the Discovery from Land Rover. A lot of the things that you can get obviously are now the old D90, I think it is, and the D110 Land Rovers. But it's nice to see the slightly more modern Discoveries making a bit of an appearance as well. Now obviously they do these in a 1/10 version as well, which are very expensive, but I am very tempted to save my pennies and go for the Range Rover version of these because they look super cool. Anyway, what do we get with this? Well, to start off, we get an interior. We get a scale interior. Obviously, it's all black, but I'm pretty sure you could take this body apart, get into it, and spray it however you want. What else have we got? We've got the rails on the top. We've also got some tools around the back. We've got a little axe there. We've got a little shovel on the side. We've got a functional rear tyre. Obviously, we've got the full-size roof rack, the roof panels. We've got a little ladder on the back, rear light guards. We've even got a little tow hitch. What else have we got there? We've got a lovely looking front end. Those light protectors on that front bumper look brilliant. These unfortunately don't work, these little spotlights. I think they are just for decoration. If you wanted to, the actual lights on the roof rack you can actually make to work. There are holes in the back there so you can mount some LEDs if you wish. So to get into the back of this, to actually get into this, very, very simple. Literally, all you have to do is from the Velcro, pull it up, and it pivots once again so you can get to all the electrics in there. So as you can see, we got there the ESC and receiver combo. We have the 050, I think it is, 050 motor there. We got the gears, first and second gear selector there, and obviously the little LiPo battery in there. But it all looks absolutely brilliant. As you can see, you've got front lights here, you've got the lights. Don't have any rear lights in the back, unfortunately, but if you can just see there, you do have the holes, so you can actually mount some if you needed. So as we know, there's only one real way to test this, and that's to get it on the course. But before I do that, let me show you the lights. So there's the transmitter on. Just a little button at the bottom there. That's that on. Press the front bind button. There we go. Now then, these are a warm light. I really love that. That really keeps in with the keeping of the car. Because these cars and these trucks, should I say, they never had the bright LEDs. There was always a yellow light. So that is another excellent scale feature. Anyway, enough of this chatter. Let's get it on the course and give it a run. Right, let's see how this little FMS truck deals with the course. Oh, that's a lovely slow speed, considering it's a brushed motor. That is another, should I say, lovely crawl speed. Right, let's see how we manage with the first obstacle of the logs. Oh, easy. Easy. Now I think this one might just suffer a little bit with ground clearance, because it is a straight axle as opposed to a portal axle. Oh, that's a bit top heavy. I think that's going to tip. Let's do a hand of God. Back it up. Let's try a different line. No, try a different line again. Doesn't look good though, doesn't it? Doesn't that look good? Try a different line. Come on, just get above that ridge. Just above that ridge. A little bit of a jump on it. Oh, so close. So close. Hand of God. Right, let's try it from there. Try again. Come on. No. Try again. No. Oh, 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 oh. No. Another line. Try a different line. Yes. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let me just shift this out of the way. I've got a few little visitors into the shed. A few unwanted visitors, shall we say. Little field mice. Little top tip for you. Get yourself some white vinegar. They don't like white vinegar. Alright, so let's try it down this. Nice and slowly. Oh, getting ready to grab. That's close. That is very close. I think what we're going to have to do is punch it and a bit of a steer as well. Oh, nice. Nice. Right, this is where the ground clearance might be an issue. So we've got a really big rock on one side and some looser ones on the other. But do you know what? That made light work of that. Right, let's get it onto the steep climb. Nice and slow. Let them tyres do the work. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, spoke too soon. Come on, tyres. There it is. There's the line. There's the line. Come on. Come on. It's going to fall. Let's back it up a little. Try one more. Punch. Yes. Nice. It's just a shame it doesn't have any rear lights, because I think that would have just set it off nicely. Now then, let's see how that top heavy bit copes with this. So far so good. Nice and slowly. Just misses the underside of those axles. They are all plastic axles as well, and plastic links, but I'm pretty sure, being FMS, you will be able to upgrade those to metal links, as well as metal drive shafts and high riser links. Sorry, but that is coping really, really nicely. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with it. I mean, I wasn't really sort of expecting not to be, if I'm honest with you. Knowing what I know of the FMS stuff in the past and the scale 24th stuff. It really does handle the course very, very well, because there are some quite big dips, that being one of them, and it really kicks it off. Really kicks it out, but it's coping really well. I mean, they are some pretty deep holes, and it's just taking it in that nice slow speed, and it's taking it all in its stride. Now there's a little bit of sand up there. This might just be its downfall. Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Absolutely spot on. Now, I would take it across there, but I am redoing a part of this course. So what we'll do, I will spin it around and we will come back and go over another section. Right, let's try going this way. Let's try taking it back this way. I think all it really needs now, this truck, a little bit of weathering, because let's be honest, Camel Trophy trucks are never really designed to be showroom fresh, are they? We're always going to have a little bit of mud on them. Look at that. Oh, nice. That slow, I can't even say it, slow crawl speed is fantastic. Come on, there we go. Oh, nice. Not too close to that edge now. But it's so quiet as well. Motor, you can hardly hear it as well, considering I think it's metal gears. You can't hear an awful lot of it. Just a little bit of an issue there on the ground clearance. We're just grounding out on that front bumper. Nice and slow again, so we don't fall off the edge. Oh, lovely. Tyres digging in. I am impressed with this little rig. This is a cool little rig. I would like to have a crack on the Range Rover. I'm not going to lie. That Range Rover has always been a bit of a childhood dream motor. I know nowadays it's probably not really the dream motor, but the old 1970s Range Rover, absolute classics. Those lights look so good as well. Keeping in the retro theme, that lovely yellow light as opposed to the white lights. Oh, nice, nice, super. So there we go. There we go. It's a cool little rig. I really like it. I really like it. Anyway, let's take it along this back edge, see how we can do along there, and then we'll go back in. Guys, so there we go, the FMS FCX24 Disco, Land Rover Disco. It is ace. I love that. If I could get my hands on a Range Rover, I think I'd be even more happy. I was a little bit worried because it is quite a highish. It does sort of sit quite high, and I was sort of worried it would sort of get a bit sort of hung up on these sections and sort of tip back. I mean, it did at sort of one point, but it handled itself pretty well. It handles itself pretty well. Do you know what? I might have to look at getting the 1/10th version of the Range. I might have to save me pennies and get the 1/10th, because if that's anything to go by, the 1/10th would be even better. Obviously, it wouldn't work on this course, but yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, we have plastic drive shafts, plastic links. I'm pretty sure you could do all of this up if you needed to, or wanted to. You could change the steering links there, servo mounted as well on the axles. But yeah, it's good. I reckon with a little bit more brass somewhere, mainly in the wheel hubs, possibly changing the tyres, a few little bit of metal work. Are they metal or are they plastic? No, they're plastic. Yeah, a little bit more of brass lower down, and that would be made even better. Anyway, let's get back in the house. It's freezing. So there we go, the FCX24M from FMS. That's a mouthful, but I was pleasantly surprised with that little rig. For a trail truck, for a little trail truck, I think it's absolutely superb. I think if you wanted to do any sort of uh, any sort of crawling that's a little bit more than what I've got in the shed, I think it would probably benefit from a little low down weight at the front, possibly on the axles, or I don't know, just a little bit of brass here and there, maybe the wheels, something like that, just to keep that front down. It was a little bit top heavy, but in fairness, it I really like it. I really like it. So much so, I think I might need to invest. I think I might need to invest. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I would like to give big thanks to Andy Robinson RC. He's the gent who actually let me give this a trial run. So please go and check out his YouTube channel, Andy Robinson RC. That'll do it for this one. We do have something rather special coming next time. It's sat down there, but I'm not going to give the game away. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.